Her organs were taken out, her body was hung up high for everyone to see. The killer was arrested quickly, but during the trial, the court let him walk free. They ruled him legally insane. At that moment, her brother broke. He lost all trust in the law. If the system refused to punish monsters like this, then he would become justice himself. From that night on, he wore a mask and lived in the shadows. Every criminal who escaped punishment would suffer far worse than their victims ever did. His name was Kagami, but before all this, he was a respected and honest police officer. His younger sister admired him deeply. He was always the first to run into danger, always protecting others. His courage earned him a promotion to captain. Then one day, he arrested a serial killer. Just days later, the man was released. The court claimed he was too drunk to understand his actions. Not guilty. Kagami stood before the victims' families with nothing to say. Still, Kagami believed in justice. He told himself the law would eventually work. But over time, he noticed something disturbing. Some criminals weren't scared when he arrested them. One even laughed and said he'd been in mental institutions before. He bragged that even if he killed dozens of people, he'd be released again. Kagami reached for his gun, but his partner stopped him. "If you do this, you'll become a criminal too." The criminal was right. He was released the very next day. That night, he called Kagami and threatened him. Panic hit instantly. Kagami rushed home, but his sister was gone. He found her the next day. She had been tortured to death. In that moment, Kagami's belief in justice completely collapsed. He destroyed his home in rage, leaving only one thing untouched: the birthday cake he had bought for her. From that day on, he put on a mask and became a hunter of the night. He found his sister's killer and kept him alive while cutting off his limbs, forcing him to suffer every second. Then Kagami went public. He posted his executions online and announced his targets ahead of time. He wanted criminals to feel fear, and every promise of death was kept. His story spread everywhere. Some called him a monster, others called him a hero. One day, Kagami chose a new target: a man who kidnapped young girls and locked them in his basement. If they resisted, he fed them into an industrial grinder. Despite the evidence, the court released him. They said he was mentally disabled. His family was wealthy and powerful. Kagami took him and prepared the grinder, but at the last moment, the machine stopped. The criminal was saved. Kagami looked up and saw the man who stopped him, his old friend. Now a detective, he begged Kagami to stop before it was too late. As they argued, the criminal escaped. Kagami chased him, but his friend stood in the way. Kagami pushed him aside and raised his weapon. He aimed, but couldn't pull the trigger. That hesitation cost him everything. His friend tackled him, and Kagami was arrested. The most honorable cop became a convicted murderer. The world watched his fall. In the end, Kagami was executed, but his idea didn't die. The criminal who escaped saw the news and smiled, thinking he had one. He went looking for his next victim. That night, another masked man stabbed him in the darkness. From that moment on, countless Kagamis could rise. If you were Kagami, after everything he suffered, would you still believe in the law? Tell me your answer in the comments.